It has been such a great morning till now, and I realize that I am speaking after Dr. Sharma, who has been such a great speaker. So this speaking on my part just after him is not easy, but I try to make it a little more interesting by sharing an example of my own real life. I was traveling from Delhi to Hong Kong in a Jet Airways flight, and they announced that the crew is from this state of India and all that. They announced that our cabin crew in charge is from Sikkim. I don't remember his name. It has been about 5 years back, 4 years back. So I just called him. He was in charge of the cabin, business class cabin. He was a young, handsome boy from Sikkim. I called him. I said, "Are you from Sikkim?" He said, "Yes, sir, I am from Sikkim." I said, "I am also from Sikkim. I have worked in Sikkim." And then it was about 5-6 hours flight, overnight flight, of course. But then for almost 2 hours. I mean, of course, apart from having my food and all that, we discussed a lot. And I found him such a young person, such a energetic and such a nice person who spoke so flawless English. And he spoke about his own vision about Sikkim. And he was so happy that I am from Sikkim. I mean, I have worked in Sikkim. And now I am in Government of India and I am going on an official trip. So, the example I am sharing with you just to prove this point, what Dr. Sharma said earlier, that the children of Sikkim, they are very competent, they are very capable, they are very smart, and what he said, I also agree with him, that the children should be allowed to pursue their passion. I think this is something which is the need of the hour today. Somebody who doesn't want to study maths, for whatever reason, he is not below or less than anybody else who wants to study maths. This has to be understood by all of us. Somebody who is not an engineer, so what? It's fine. He can be a good, a good dancer. He can be a good singer. He can be a good, otherwise a good performer, good speaker, good motivator. It is not that only science and maths and engineering and medical, they are the subject to be studied and nothing else. So this point is, I think, very valid, and I agree with him. What he has shared with us this morning about RUSA, Rashtriya Uchchar Madhyamik Uchchar Shiksha Abhiyan, RUSA. As you know, in HRDD we have got 3 big schemes: Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan up to elementary level, Rashtriya Madhyamik Shiksha Abhiyan for secondary and senior secondary, and Rashtriya Uchchar Shiksha Abhiyan, that is for the higher education. I think I am very happy. He has shared with us few points about RUSA. Perhaps we have not taken the advantage of this so far, but we are never late for any good thing in life. We will definitely take advantage of these schemes. And I completely endorse his point of view about the role of counselors. I think the role of counselors is of paramount importance in case of school education. I have seen children, I have met children during my tours, brief tours of Sikkim as Secretary HRDD. And I have met a lot of young children. I have talked to them, I have taught them, I have asked them questions. There are some problems. I also found some very smart children. I also found children who could not answer my questions, which made me a little disappointed. But then, perhaps the role of counselor, since we don't have formal system of counselors as of now, is really required. And I, with the permission of the chair, I would like to say this at this moment, that we are going to embark on an ambitious scheme of having counselors in all the schools with whatever incentive is possible as per rules, as per schemes of Government of India, as schemes of Government of Sikkim. We are going to empower them by way of giving them, of course, the equipments needed and the training, and more than that, the motivation on their part. They should actually be willing to take up this responsibility, because you see, as you all heard just now, the role of a counselor is really very important. I think it is more important than a teacher. And the children I talk to, when I engage with them in talks in different schools, especially of West Sikkim, I think one of the most remote areas of West Sikkim, some of them came forward. You see, I made them initially they were a little scared that, Secretary himself has come and what we'll ask him. I made them comfortable, and then they started coming out. And when they started coming out, I got a lot of ideas from them. So I think we need to engage them in discussions about bringing out their true potential. And this would be really possible with your active support. And I'm sure we can achieve it. And as rightly we have said together, it is not only once in a time in the morning today that Sikkim is the best state, we'll make it the best state. We will actually make it the best state. And let me tell you, our Honorable Chief Minister, Shri Pawan Chamling, he is greatly inspired by Mr. Lee Kuan Yew, the architect of Singapore, who has been the founding president of Singapore, who has shaped the destiny of Singapore, and fortunately is still alive. He's about, I think, 80, in early 90s now. And I have had the personal privilege of meeting him personally in Singapore when I was studying there for my masters, and I can tell you he's a great motivator. I mean, the way he inherited his estate, Singapore, he said, I was weeping when I got Singapore independent. And then we resolved then and there that we'll make Singapore the best country in the world. And we don't have any resources, we don't have any minerals, we don't have any agriculture, we don't have any forests. What we have is Swampy village, but we'll make it the best state. How? By developing our human resource. And today, I think all of you know that Singapore is the first world country. The per capita GDP, I think, is very close to one of the highest in the world. And many of you have gone to Singapore. I think you have seen the country. The moment you get down at Changi International Airport, you start admiring the country. The discipline, the systems, the absence of crime, the absence of filth. I mean, everything there seems to be, and sometimes it seems too mechanical. How it can be possible that there is no filth, there is no dirt, there is nothing, everything is so systematic. You start feeling that it is artificial. But then look at the kind of, in about 40 years, how they have transformed that country. So Sikkim is much better endowed than Singapore. Why can't we make Sikkim one of the best states in the country? We can definitely make it. I am very positive. I want all of you to be very positive about it. Do your roles assigned to you in the most sincere way, and we have to, since we are all from the Human Resource Development Department, and I also believe that human resource is one of the most important resources. It is much more important, much more valuable than our material resources. I always talk about the concept of hardware and software, and I will again repeat it here. We have got very good hardware, we have got very good school buildings, we have got all good infrastructure in place, but what is lacking in many of the places is good software. Good software means good quality of teaching, good quality of motivation, good quality of character building, good quality of inspiring our children to do more in life, good quality of motivation given to our children so that they can do best. They should believe first of all that they can do it, and then only they will do it. So this kind of things, this kind of training, this kind of motivational skills, I think this is what is lacking, and that's why we are all here, so that we can fill up this gap. When I was studying, I told everybody in the school that I went that when I was studying in my childhood in government schools, I was in a government school only. The buildings, the classes, the blackboard was in very bad shape. I mean, today's Sikkim schools are, I can tell you, far better than many of the schools of the country. Not only, many of the schools of many states of the country. You go to UP, you go to Bihar, you go to Madhya Pradesh, I've been to all the states, you go to even Maharashtra, except the urban pockets. If you go to rural areas, our schools they are far superior in terms of infrastructure. But then what is lacking is that lack of motivational spirit among our teachers. We need to inspire our children. We need to make them feel that they can do it. And I can tell you, I'm very sure, as I mentioned, began my speech with the example of a boy, a young man from Sikkim who was in charge of the Jet Airways cabin in that international flight. The way he talked to me, I was very impressed. And that's only one example. I've met many of them in Delhi and in various places. They have excelled. So there is no reason, and we have got a small state, the numbers are manageable. I think it is eminently possible for us to achieve this. All of you, please feel inspired. Please feel that you are very important. Dr. Sharma said, I completely believe that unless you feel that whatever you are doing is an important work, you cannot really do justice to your work. I mean, when I sit in my own office in HRDD, I feel very responsible. And I've told all my colleagues in the department that, unless you feel that you are yourself as a very responsible officer, we want our children to do well. We want them to be disciplined. We want them to come on time. We don't want them to smoke. We don't want them to drink. What about us? What are we doing? If I come at 10:30 to my office and go at 3 o'clock, am I setting a good example for anybody to follow? No, not at all. So I have to be disciplined first. Then only I can expect others to be disciplined. You see? So please let us resolve this morning, this beautiful morning today, though it's a little cold, but I think enough warmth has come after the speech of Dr. Sharma. Let us resolve that we will be disciplined ourselves, we will be doing our duty faithfully, we are being paid handsomely by the government. Everybody's salary is very good now. When I talk to Honorable Chief Minister, I have had the privilege of meeting him over long periods of time. I have flown with him in very long duration flights. He has shared his vision. I can tell you he is so passionate about Sikkim. He really wants, he is so inspired by Singapore model. He wants to make Singapore, Sikkim, Singapore of India. And there is no reason why he should not succeed. Let us resolve this morning that we'll join hands. We'll put all our energies together to make the dream of Honorable Chief Minister a success. We'll make Sikkim in every terms, in every respect of development indicators, the Singapore of India. Sikkim has the potential. It has been richly endowed by the Almighty with a lot of resources. We can really do it if we join hands and if we are sincere about our own job. Our own Honorable Minister who is here, I have had the privilege of working with him earlier also. I am again with him and I can tell you, under his leadership, our team has delivered some of the finest projects in the state of Sikkim, some of the finest things we have delivered in the state of Sikkim. So we are very fortunate that we have got such leaders who are heading our department and our state. Let us draw inspiration from their lives, from their words. Whatever they say, we have to listen to it very carefully and we have to strive hard to make it a success. So I wish all of you a very, very successful 3 days of training here, motivational training as councillor. Regarding your benefits as councillor, as I said earlier, we will try to give you as much as possible. We will try to avail benefits of all the schemes of Government of India. We have got a good team. I find everybody in the team very competent, very capable. I feel honored that I am working with such a good team, like the Honorable Minister. And I am very positive and very optimistic that we can deliver the results which are expected of us. So I once again wish you all the very best for these 3 days training workshop. Please take maximum advantage of this. Please don't miss any of the sessions. Please be very sincere. This is my last request to you in my address today. I would expect every one of you to dedicate yourself for these 3 days for this. Because this is with a lot of effort, a lot of money and a lot of logistics that we are able to assemble all of you here. So please understand the importance of the effort that have gone in to make it happen today in this morning. People have come from outside spending money on their valuable time. So please don't miss any of the classes. Please be here. Please take maximum advantage. I will be coming here personally during this course of 3 days whenever I get time from my office. I would like to spend as much time here as possible as a training myself because I also need to learn this. So I expect from you that you will be very sincere and the takeaways from this 3 days workshop would be tremendous and then our state would truly benefit from your experience after this 3 days training. Thank you and good luck.